Hey y'all, it's Thomas Tendrits with Chrono24 in New York. We are back at 63 Clinton with Raymond Trinh. Check out our part 1, which is online right now. We're going over Raymond's collection, his time in the restaurant industry, all of his watches that he's picked up. What watch are you wearing today?
Back to basics here. This is the watch that I bought after we received our first Michelin Star, and
Nice.
Something that I truly, truly am in love with.
I understand that you're not just a successful restaurateur, but a very big F1 fan as well, right?
Absolutely. Grew up racing, all types of racing, from NASCAR to drifting to Formula One. I truly love the sport. Again, the mechanics of it, which I think is super relatable to watches.
Do you have a favorite driver?
Currently, either the greatest of all time, Lewis Hamilton, or his counterpart, George Russell. I think Team Mercedes all the way. Yeah, let's see if they can pull it out this year.
Speaking of George Russell, we have your dog, George Russell, here with us as well. He's taking a bit of a nap.
A little bit of a nap here, Georgie. Yeah? Say hello, everyone.
George Russell, thanks for coming on today. Thanks for clearing up your schedule to come on today. What we're gonna do here, get you set up for watch hunting.
Cool.
Racing themed, because there's a lot of overlap there, and I'm very excited to see what you come up with. Let's say 3 watches in 10 minutes, no budget. So
No budget
there.
Oh my gosh.
Hands on the wheel,
Let's go.
and ready, set. What do you got for us first?
So, it's hard because racing is deeply embedded into watches, right? The tachometer or the tachymeter was made for racing. We wanted to calculate time, all that. Let's start with one of the greatest of all times. Michael Schumacher here, which did a couple different renditions here. I know he has a couple Omega pieces, but you know, let's dream a little bit here, right? So if we're gonna start off, Michael Schumacher, Audemars Piguet. I know we did a Royal Oak, and there's a couple different ones here with the gold, which is sick.
Yeah, we got the Royal Oak Offshore Chronographs beefy pieces.
Beefy pieces, right? My small wrist probably couldn't handle this.
And a couple of different ones here. We got some, what is it, rose gold working its way in, and then a little bit more
platinum
monotone.
Royal Oak. So which I actually didn't know they had the platinum. I've seen, not physically seen in firsthand, but there's some really cool pieces. Even this one, you know.
Yeah, let's take a look. I like how F1 is all about how light you can make a car, and this is all about how heavy can you make a car.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it's all the technology. It's all about luxury. It's all about the newest design, right? And I think that's why they go so well together. If you go to an F1 race, everyone's sporting their nicest pieces. You want to be a part of it.
Oh, we got titanium too, so it's not too heavy.
Yeah, it won't be. It's still a chunky boy here.
Nice little pops of color. Let's zoom in on that dial here. And
Absolutely. So starting off here, I think really beautiful, really racing inspired there. The beautiful stars on there here, going with the 7 stars for 7 world championships, you know, only being beaten by Lewis Hamilton now by 8.
Yeah, a passing of the torch moment.
Passing of the torch, you know. 2 blue stars, a really fine detail. 2 stars for Benetton, which I think 94 and 95 world champion. He was driving for Benetton, and then these are for the red stars of Ferrari when he was in the 2000 to 2005 that he won. So 7 stars for 7 world champions. That's a
very well thought out details. 44 millimeters, so quite a chunker.
Don't think that would fit on my wrist, but you know, for a decent price point, you know, this is a hefty piece. But I think if you're super into F1, which probably means you're also into watches too, this would be one of those grail pieces.
Yeah. Do we have a open case back here as well? Let's see.
Let's see here. There's a couple different shots of it. Gorgeous, beautiful. Right? That does look heavy on the side here.
Yep.
Let's see here, and let's check it. Yeah,
there we
right,
go.
Here we go. Really cool. Michael Schumacher written on the back, Royal Oak, of course.
Yeah, this one's in pretty great condition as well.
Yeah, not too bad. And even you can see in the movement here, it still has a signature, which I think is cool. I mean, all the small details really kind of make this piece something special here.
Should we say this one to the list?
Let's go for it. I mean, that's again, maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe one of
yeah,
these days.
64K. Yeah, you gotta sell a lot of wine to get there.
Let's see here. If not, I know he was also doing a lot of different Schumacher watches here. So I think the next one up is.
What's coming to mind for number 2? I mean, we could do a whole Michael Schumacher day, honestly.
Well, there's quite a bit, but if you can't afford the offshore, Omega coming in. You know, I'm a huge fan of Omega.
We saw the Speedmaster and the Moonswatch earlier.
Moonswatch, unfortunately, I still have it. Still dinged up a little bit. You know, I think Omega's the way to go here. He did a couple different
great price points too. I mean, even down like we're seeing in the 3,000,
4s. Depends on your colorways that you're looking for.
Yeah, we got a red, a blue, a yellow, and then more subdued stuff as well.
Subdued. And I think some of the subtle details, if you're a Speedy fan here, checks the box, Schumacher fan or F1 racing fan, any of this, it kind of has all these really cool niches in here. Around where the tachymeter is, it gives all the stats of Schumacher here. So, of course, how many wins? 91 victories in life, which is a huge accomplishment. You see drivers nowadays nipping 20s, and that's amazing. But 91 staggering victories, that's something to be proud of. 250 F1 races, 7 world titles in this one. It gives him his whole 94, 95, 2000 to 2004 victories on there. That's really cool for Speedmaster. And actually, I'm just noticing the 1 to 7 here for the titles as the numbers.
Oh yeah, a little red outline there.
Yeah, right.
Man, these really pulling out all the details from Mr. Schumacher.
And I'm looking at the price point here, $4,900. You know, that's the price of a Speedmaster. If you already own a Speedmaster, this is a cool second one to have.
Yeah. And I liked. You can tell through all the details and all the attention to detail that they put in here that the people who are building these watches are also big fans as well.
They got to be really nerds. They really got to be in there. No, even on the back. Let's see if they have one here. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, Michael Schumacher, much like the AP had. You know, it has all the stats on here too. Legend collection, which of course he is a legend. This is pretty sick. You know, and I think you don't get to see these often. I've never seen one of these personally before now. Checkered flag in the back. You know.
A little like carbon fiber on the dial as well.
It looks like it, you know, and that's all race inspired. I think this one's gonna hit the mark. Yeah.
A couple different price points going on, which we love to see.
Which, you know, if you can't afford that AP, this is a really nice way to go. I think just on the last page, I did see something else which was kind of eye-catching here. This one isn't in your face, all about Michael Schumacher or anything, but it is part of the Legend series from Omega. And I'm looking at this with the red, very classic, very Paul Newman. Let me click on this one. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Definitely some Paul Newman DNA. Some like early Daytona DNA slipping in there as well, which is good because you can get that look and get a racing watch without without being a billionaire.
So some of the subtleties of this one, really beautiful. I love that retro kind of look on this one. Some of that cream on the outside really kind of pops in there. This is a great watch. This is actually, I kind of love this one more than the last one. Yeah, even without all the Michael Schumacher written all over it, I wonder if there's actually anything that says Michael Schumacher. I'm not sure why they named it this, but this is a pretty cool piece.
Definitely a little more covert than the other ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Actually, can I save this one? I'm going to go on a spree here. I don't know. We're on Chrono24's dime. Let's spend some money here, you guys.
We have just about 3 minutes left. Coming through the last turn. What are we thinking?
So out of the 3 that we take a look at, right?
So we're very Michael Schumacher heavy so far.
I think so. I know Lewis Hamilton did a couple, right? Actually, let's see if they have it.
So you have, and the same IWC that he has, you have.
Oh, I know. So, you know, I would love to say that. The IWC AMG, I think I was wearing it the last time we shot, and you know, it's something that is really beautiful. I wear that a lot. It gets a lot of attention. Again, we were talking about the T word, right?
Tiffany.
It's like it's kind of the color that's in right now. I think that's beautiful. You know, originally on the IWC website, you could just readily buy it, and now it's no longer there. So you start to see the prices come up a little bit. I think that's a beautiful watch. The AMG Petronas colors really get to show off a little bit there. 2 different straps, and coming in at, you know, about $10,000, $11,000. That's a fantastic watch.
And we got other cool like Ingenieur kind of AMG kind of stuff out here.
They have the Pilot with the carbon fiber here as well. Yeah, I mean, IWC and AMG go hand in hand here, and I'm happy to see a lot of these different colorways that they offer. This is a really great option. If you don't own an IWC, this might be one of your first. This would be a great one.
I love the IWCs that we have here. Really cool colors that we saw in our first video with you. Some Ingenieurs as well, different price points. We got just about a minute and a half left. Finish line is in sight. I want to see where else you go.
You know, I think doing something a little bit different, you know. We always talk about different watches, what else is out there. I know for a fact that Oris had a little bit of F1 traits here, and I think doing something fully off the beaten path here would be great.
Yep, and Oris, great value. I mean, we're looking at maybe 3,000 here, which is kind of like their sweet spot.
This has got to be the one. This has got to be the one. It is reserved. It looks like somebody else has the same great taste here.
Yep, yep.
So Oris,
a neck and neck finish.
Yeah, neck and neck finish here. Maybe I'll try to snipe this one too. Awesome carbon fiber case on this one. Yep. Sapphire glass on the front of it. Really cool. It has some really small details with the Williams right here. And let me take a look.
Very sporty on the rubber strap.
Sporty on the rubber strap, on carbon. Number 77, Valtteri Bottas, who was fantastic with Williams, moved on to Mercedes, won some Grand Prix with that.
A chronograph with 100 meters of water resistance as well.
Which is, I don't know if I still trust that. But this is a fantastic watch. And I think the price point was going for 2,300?
Yeah, 2,300. We have other examples it looks like on the web as well, but
I'm gonna throw that in the mix. I know it's already spoken for potentially, but that's a great piece.
Yeah, it's a great watch. Yeah. Really cool details. Jumps off, you know, right off the page. Really a lot of good functionality as well. And when do you ever see a carbon fiber watch? You know,
very rare, very very rare. So.
And just like that, we hit our time.
Okay.
So broad strokes here.
Yeah, I mean,
big Michael Schumacher fan.
Huge Schumacher fan. I mean, he was a legend around those parts. Lewis Hamilton now is coming out with some watches, and you know, in the future, I'm sure they'll keep making them. His record's going to be hard to beat, right? And he's still driving, so
he's kind of young.
He's really young. Looking great, Lewis. Looking great. But look at all these. I mean, there's such a heritage and such a vast difference. We looked up just the legend Michael Schumacher, and we came up with so many different watches here. And I think different price points, whatever it is.
And this is how a lot of people get into watches as well, through some alternate means, like like racing, for example.
Right away. I can imagine if I just typed in Formula One, how many things would come up, right? Yeah. Not just through Omega or AP. Oris was kind of a cool find in there.
A whole bunch of Ferrari collabs out there with like Hublot and Gerard Perregaux and
GPs. Yeah. Oh my god.
We didn't even touch on the
reset the timer. Let's go back. Let's go back. That's really cool.
And we could do a whole Richard Mille search as well if you want.
That's too much. Yeah. But I think for today's sake, I mean, this is a pretty cool lineup. You know, two different Omegas that are within the same wheelhouse, around the same price point. Here.
Yep. All the way from 2,000 to 64,000,
right? And you know, I think again, the average viewer of F1 just loves watches. You know, it's all in the same technology, the mechanics, the wheelhouse of racing. I'm happy to see some of these pieces here.
If you had to pick a favorite, what would it be? We asked you for 3, you gave us 4, but now I'm going to make you choose one.
I got excited. You know, you said, George, do you have a say?
George is perking up. Yeah. Strong opinions.
Yeah. I gotta go with the classic here. You know, originally I thought the Michael Schumacher with some more of the stats on the tachymeter would be really fun. But you know what? The subtleties of this one, I think this is the winner here. Yeah. Not breaking the bank too much. Yep. Has Paul Newman vibes to it. Paul Newman raced Nissan 300ZX for a while. You know, I wish they had more Nissan watches on here, or if we could afford an actual Daytona. But I think this is a really gorgeous watch.
Yeah,
this is cool.
This kind of encapsulates a lot of themes that we talked about today. Aesthetically speaking, very gorgeous. Little pops of color, a little bit of racing red in there. Very well done.
Yeah, that's an awesome piece.
And now that we've successfully crossed the finish line, we got a drink out of a boot or something, right?
Oh, Das Boot, let's go.
Das Boot, let's do it. Thanks so much. 63 Clinton here in the Lower East Side. Raymond Trinh, of course. I'm Thomas Hendricks with Chrono24. Thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy your watches.